My name is Andrea Hood. I am the East Side Portfolio Manager, and I have been with Central City for 9 years. I started using very young. I come from a family of addiction, so I was seeking something, anything, to make my life feel whole or more exciting or better. And I continued using for many, many years. I had multiple trips to jail, several trips to prison, and I used pretty much every day. My whole existence was focused around using. It wasn't until my final trip to jail in 2011 that I was mandated to inpatient treatment for the third time. And this time I went in with a little bit different of an attitude. I had this really deep knowledge that if I continued doing what I was doing, I would end up dead or in jail for life. My path was not improving at all anymore, and I just wanted the pain to stop. I went through the inpatient treatment center and I completed, and I came to Central City Concern to a transitional program, which I was not successful at. I did have a reoccurrence of use. However, while I was in the program, I was able to see some people that I had previously used drugs with, and they were living a life that I had only dreamed that a person like me could live. Had that little tiny seed of hope that maybe I could have what they had. And so I reached out for help. I was able to get into a transitional homeless shelter, and from there I was placed on a waiting list for a Central City Concern studio apartment. Fast forward, I started coming back to one of the Central City buildings that had daily meetings, and I really kind of found my community at that time. I didn't have this big plan. I just wanted one more day, and one more day just turned into where we are today. You know, I have 10 and a half years clean, and I was able to achieve so many things that I never thought possible for someone like me. Back when I was living in my studio apartment, I reunited with my children, and it was amazing because I never thought that after all of the damage and the wreckage that I had caused in my addiction, that my family would ever trust me again, that they would ever allow me back in their lives wholeheartly, and they have. You know, the stigma of addiction was such that, you know, once an addict, always an addict, and I believed that. I believed that that was what life had in store for me. If it wouldn't have been for me seeing people and hearing people talk about their recovery from addiction, I wouldn't have known it was possible.